I'm access files, and then now I'm entering into pickling and unpickling concept I'm going to discuss. Very, very important, students. This is a important concept, advanced part of the files. So let us start understanding about the files here. Let us start understanding about the files. So here we enter into the files here. Simple. So here we need to understand pickling concept. Pickling concept we must understand. Okay. Next we need to understand unpickling operation. Unpickling operation you need to do it here. Unpickling operation. So what is pickling? There you need to know what is pickling and use of pickling, use of pickling, definition of pickling, and then implementation of pickling. Implementation of pickling. These things. And same thing, what is unpickling? What is unpickling? And use of unpickling and the definition of unpickling and implementation of unpickling. Very important, students. Let us start understanding about the pickling concept. You take it, students, when you look at the concept of to take object to record, record to object, one diagram which I already sent to you. This is a diagram. And if you look at this type of diagram by using this is an object data which is present in the main memory in the form of an object. We would like to save the data into the file of which memory? Secondary memory. So we are using which operation? Write operation. To perform the write operation, number one, we are doing what? Choose the file name. Number two is what? Open the file name in write mode. Number three is called what here? Come on, perform write cycle of write operation. So we did the write operation two ways. One is by using write function we used it. One more by using write lines function we use it. With the write and write lines, what happened? We wrote the data in the form of what? Value by value we did. Value by value. So this object is containing how many values here? Three values are available. How many times this data will be written? Three times it will be written. And you have seen practically about how the data will be written. So object is containing how many values here? Three values. So how many times it is written? Three times the values will be written to the file as a record. Is it not called is it not called taking more time? Yes, if my object is containing 100 values are available, if I use write and write lines function, it will take how many write operations? 100 write operation. This is one of the time consuming process. How can we avoid this time consuming process? That means write of write lines function is not recommended to use it because this is going to transfer the data in the form of what? Value by value it is transferring. We don't want to transfer the data value by value. Value by value, I don't want to transfer the data. We want to transfer this entire object data. At a time, I want to transfer. At a time, I want to transfer with a single write operation. With a single write operation, I want to go for it. That is what is the concept of pickling. That is the concept of pickling. So, what is the advantage of pickling? The advantage of pickling is we can save this entire object data at a time as a record into the file of secondary memory by performing which operation? Single write operation. Write operation, no. One single write operation you can do. But here it is going to transfer what? Value by value transferring more number of times this value. Writing 10 one time, RAM one time, and 34.56 one time. So 3 times we are taking. If it is 100 times, we are going to do with right and right lines. 100 times we are doing, but with pickling, we can perform everything in what? With a single write operation, we can save this entire object data. So the best advantage of pickling is it saves lot of uh, amount of time in performing which operation? Write operation. So how many ways are there to perform my write operation? Two ways. By using normal Python programming, by using what? Write off, and next is called what? Write lines off. There is a function, there is another way is called what? Pickling concept is available. Pickling concept is available. In this pickling concept, what is available there? There we are going to write it. In this case, we are going to write it with a single write operation. We are going to use it by using the function name called a dump. What is the function name? Dump. What is the difference between write and write lines? Write lines will write the data value by value. Dump will do what? Total object will be written at a time. The name itself says. Whenever I use write lines of LST, it will write first 10 will write, ROM will write, 34.56 will write. It will perform cycle of 3 operations it will perform. But when I use a dump, total data at a time it will be saved. Total at a time it will be saved. Definitely dump of pickle concept will save lot of writing operation. So dump is going to be highly recommended thing compared to what? Normal file operations. Is it understandable? Online students, is the concept is clear. So what is the definition? What is the purpose of pickling? The purpose of pickling concept is it saves lot of writing operation time. So the pickling concept definition is the process of saving entire object data at a time into the file, at a time into the file of which memory? Secondary memory. For that, we are using which concept here? Pickling concept we are using. So in pickling operation, when you are doing, we are using the module name called what? Pickle. What is the module name? Pickle. Under the pickle, there is a function name called what? Dump. So what is the use of dump function? To transfer or to save this entire object data at a time into the file of which memory? Secondary memory. That's why we use which function? Dump. But the older version of dump function, write and write lines, that will take lot of time to save it. Whereas with the dump function, we can write this entire object data at a time into the file of which memory? Secondary memory. Did you understand pickling here? So what is the module name for pickling? Pickle. What is the function name? Dump. So how to use the dump? I will tell you. Simple. Dump of pickle dot dump of. What is the pickle here? What is the pickle here? Module name. Pickle is called a module name. Pickle is called a module name. Dump of. I'm going to pass it here. I'm not allowed, ma. So latecomers not allowed. Close the door. So here pickle dot a dump of what I'm going to say. Here I'm going to write it. What is now? Object, your object, comma what? File pointer. File pointer I'm going to say. What is this now? Object. Object as well as what? File pointer. Which object? Iterable object. Iterable object here. What is the iterable object here? LST. LST comma file pointer. File pointer is nothing but a pointer which is pointing to the file. You're able to follow now? Right. So this module, how do you import it? Number one step, import the pickle module. Choose the file name and open into which mode? Write mode, and create an iterable object which contains more number of values, and save that object data into the file of secondary memory by using which function? Come on, dump function. So pickle performs how many write operations? Single write operation. Write and write lines will perform what operation? Multiple write operations. Multiple, because it is writing value by value. Okay, that is called what operation? Pickling. Pickling participates in which operation? Write operation. Pickling participates in which operation? Write operation. Come to what next? Read. I'm talking about the read now. So while we are performing reading, what are the functions we are using? Read function and the read lines function. Read and read lines function will do. What is the use of read and read lines? To read the data from the file of secondary memory into the object of main memory. How it will read? It will read. Already I said to you, value by value, it will read. So that will take a lot of time. We don't want that kind of long procedure, long amount of time, more amount of time is taking. Performance is going down. That's why pickling opposite is called unpickling. We will take it. Unpickling concept, we will take it. There we are going to use the function called what? Load. Spell out load. Load. We will use load. So wherever file pointer is pointing, beginning, where is the file pointer is pointing? 0. 0. Already I said yesterday only. 0. It is pointing to beginning of my record or not? Load of FP. FP is pointing to what? That particular record. That entire record will be loaded in the object. At a time it will be loaded. So load function will load. Complete record will be into the main memory. Once it loads, FP will point to the second record. Next it loads, again pointing to the third record. That is a highly recommended also, right or not? So we don't want to read total records at a time. When I'm going to verify my result in the examination, I will verify my record only. I don't want to bother about what other records. Are you following me? So what is the purpose of load? Load will do how many read operations? Value by value or total record at a time? How many read operations? One read operation. What about the read and read lines will do? Multiple read operations, that is a value by value, takes more amount of time. So today the total conclusion is dump function is in pickling and the load function is in the unpickling. Both of them are present in the module called pickle. Both of them are present in the module called pickle. So dump function is there in pickle operation. It is a write operation. Unpickling will be coming into where? Unpickling will be coming into where? Read operation. Students, when we are dealing with unpickling and pickling concept, both of them, you must ensure that files will be in what format? Binary format. Files will be in what? Binary format. So you must open the file in unpickling or pickling with what? WB here, and here we need to use RB. RB stands for what? Read mode and binary format. Write mode and what? Binary format. Or AB, append mode with binary format. Both pickling and unpickling you must take in the form of what? Binary format. Did you understand this? So pickling and unpickling will improve the efficiency of the write operations as well as read operation, because they are performing all at once. That's why they are taking less amount of time. Let me show you, students, pickling and unpickling. I want to show you here. There is a concept I will show. Then I'll go to the program immediately. I'll go to the program immediately. Pickling and unpickling. Coding, completely coding. I will go for it. Start carefully. Object serialization is, it's a Java terminology, student. Around 5 to 6 years back, when my student went to an interview, they asked a question called what is object serialization in Python? Actually, this is a Java terminology. There we used to talk about object serialization. So that Java person is migrated to Python. He asked about that type of Java programming concept, object serialization in Python. Actually, Java not known to the Python students for some of them. That time, how can they understand? That's why they have to tell about the Python vocabulary properly. That's why from that time onwards, I'm writing pickling is nothing but which concept? Right. So if I ask a Java student what is pickling, they cannot understand. So you have to go for object serialization. Let us start the explanation. Let us assume that there exists an object with multiple values. like LST contains multiple values. To save or write an object data of main memory into the file of secondary memory by using write or write lines, they transfer the values in the form of value by value. And it is one of the time consuming process because of multiple write operations. Good. To overcome this time consuming process, we must use the concept of pickling. Good. The advantage of pickling concept is that with a single write operation, we can save or write entire object data of main memory into the file of secondary memory. That is the actual advantage of it. Definition of pickling, very, very simple. But advantage only I'm writing in a proper format. Very, very simple also. The process of saving or transferring entire object content of main memory into the file of secondary memory by performing single write operation is called pickling. Pickling concept always participates in write operation. Steps, steps, steps for implementing pickling concept. Import pickle module. Here pickle is one of the predefined module. Choose the file name and open it into write mode. Create an object with a contains collection of values known as what? Iterable object. Use a dump function of pickle module. What is the use of dump I am writing? Dump save the content of any object into the file with a single write operation. Syntax. Pickle dot dump of object comma file pointer. Note that pickling concept always takes the file in binary format. Always takes the file in binary format. Unpickling, I am going to take it. Unpickling. It is known as what? Object deserialization. Let us assume there exists a record with multiple values in the file of secondary memory. To read or transfer the entire record content from the file of secondary memory, if we use read or read lines, then they read the record values in the form of value by value. And it is one of the time consuming process because of multiple read operations. To overcome this time consuming process, we must use the concept of unpickling. The advantage of unpickling concept is that with a single read operation, we can read entire record content from the file of secondary memory into the object of main memory. So we understood this entire thing. Definition of unpickling. The process of reading or transferring entire record content from the file of secondary memory into the object of main memory by performing single read operation is called unpickling. Unpickling concept participates in read operations. So steps for unpickling. So here with unpickling, single read operation only we are doing it. Steps for implementing unpickling concept. Import pickle module. Choose the file name and open it into read mode. Use load of pickle module. Load is used for transferring or loading entire record content from the file of secondary memory into the object of main memory. Pickle dot load of file pointer. File pointer by default points to where? 0. Beginning. Enter, beginning of the record. That record will be loaded into the left side of the load function. That is called object name. Objects are residing in where? Main memory. That will load the date record of the file. Note that unpickling concept always takes files in which format? Binary format. Online students, is it clear? Is this concept is clear for all of you? Is this concept is clear for all of you? Fast. Everybody need to understand. Okay. So this is the one, students. Now I want to go for further. Students, so I want to go for informing one small thing. So new announcement, because a lot of people are waiting now. New announcement. That new announcement is Right. New announcement is full stack Python batch. Full stack Python batch. Full stack Python batch starts on on today is what? Day after tomorrow. Today is second, no? Second, third, fourth, 4th October 2024, 2024 at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. 11 a.m. batch. This is 11 a.m. batch. Any friends? Because most of the people are asking from different batches. This timing, if any of the students or friends are there, tell them this is the information, students, and try to help to the friends instead of spending that Python 34,000, 53,000. What people are spending it, and instead of spending that much time, and what you are getting here, just to tell them and let them save their memory, save their amount of rupees, and they can buy the laptop also. With that thing, what after paying the course fees, they can buy the laptop also. And what you are seeing in my classes, tell the same thing. It is a new batch. So I already said Python is a new batch. So it is a new batch, students. Any friends are there, you can inform to the friends. Okay, this is my announcement, and keep tell to many of the friends of yours. Are you able to follow now? Right. Let me move to the further. So I will go for the implementation concept. Now. So friends are there? Hmm? Or you want to join again? Hmm? Friends are there? You want to join again? For everything, yes, sir. You want to join again? Yes, sir. Friends are there? Yes, sir. Friends are there? You want to join again? Okay. Write down. Open the notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Okay, mom. Devasaki. You just inform to all the students. It is a new batch, ma. It is a new batch. Actually, we want to start after the festival, after the Dasara festival, but we are starting now only. Tell to many of your friends. Okay, Pranit, sir, please take Django, sir, take Django class as well. So definitely, very much a good news I will tell you after the festival. So, right, yes, Emmanuel, yes. So that's what I'm saying to you. Tell to the many of your students, because what subject we are giving, what the course fees we are offering is no matching at all. And especially my classes, if you take it. But I'm not talking about other batches, and I never consider that, because you have to get best thing from my class. They will keep the heading files. I will also keep the heading files. But what is my content? They don't know my content, correct or not? They will keep heading files. I will also keep heading files. Their files, 2 to 3 days, files over. So your file is closed. But here my files content is so vast, your file is always active. That is the difference. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So here, yes, Asif, 11 o'clock batch yesterday only completed, my dear student. Yesterday batch only it is completed. So that's what I'm saying. Let them make your friends to be aware, because when he is close friend of yours and well wisher of yours, want to save their money, want to save their career, tell them this is our thing. No need to do marketing from our side. No need also. Don't do marketing to anybody. Only reality you need to tell, only to save their things. Okay. Okay, Asif. So, Jamshed Khan, OOPS concept is also there, sir. Yes, also, obviously, I'm going to teach you OOPS concepts. Totally, whatever I said, that is going to be so much of depth is there. So, OOPS concepts is also there in your class. You want to see OOPS concept in my class? It's so really beautiful. So, if we go to the OOPS concept here, Jamshed, you see OOPS concept. Here you see index of OOPS, mind blowing. Mind blowing. Nobody can talk about this much. First level, second level, second level, and then the constructors as a part of it. Multiple levels I am having. Multiple levels I am having. This much of OOPS concept. If you open any internet website, open it and then see. That's what I'm saying. Every topic before I'm going to say. Vakman Laya. Sir, please reply for my message. Where you said, ma? Laya. Are you taking Django after Dashara? So that's what I want to tell you some good thing for you. Okay, Laya. So I will tell you, ma. I will tell you compulsory. I will make you to feel happy for all of you because I'm getting a lot of things. Pratik Gupta. Again, Pratik Gupta complete. Huh? Pratik Gupta is also having some question mark. Question mark only available. I'm not seeing the question over there. So question is, where is the question? I don't know. So question is not there. Pratik Gupta, if you want to answer once again. So, mm, so how many more topics left, sir? See, ma, to make you to see this now. There are so many topics are there which I have to cover it. So please give me an ample of time to cover the topics. Okay. Rohit, when we complete our batch, Rohit, one thing I'll tell you. Tomorrow you want to complete, you complete it. Day after tomorrow onwards, you don't attend. If you want to complete tomorrow, you feel that KVRs are completed today only. Tomorrow onwards, don't attend. Feel that it is completed. Because I'm not a faculty to write subheading. I don't want to read subheadings and I don't want to wash out my hands. It's not good. So let me go to in detail of it. I'm going to take it. Okay, Pratik Gupta and then Rohit, both of you. Right. Hmm. Okay. So, so Pratik Gupta, oops topic when you will start. Whenever I start, you need to listen. That's all. Whenever I start, you need to listen. That's all. Okay, now Pratik Gupta, whenever I start, you need to listen. That's all. Okay. So now I will move to the further. Shruti, when you will start new batch of NumPy Pandas? New batch of NumPy Pandas, it will not start nearby. It will take 4 to 5 months again. It will take 4 to 5 months again because I have 5 slots. Number of subjects are more. I have to concentrate on all the things. Right? See, students, even if you say, sir, complete early, I don't complete. I don't complete because I'm answerable to my heart. I need to complete very perfectly, very systematically. For every student need to get a great knowledge. That is my theme. I will complete like that only. If you say, sir, complete early, I don't want to do it. I never. I'm answerable to my heart. So I need to explain everything, depth of it. Even so many of interview point bits also I will cover in the class. Okay. Don't make me to hurry. I don't want to go for it. So, oh, Marshall, go on this pace, sir. I don't want to end it early. I don't want to end. So now I never go to that. I never make you to hurry. I'll go rhythmic with a perfect knowledge. So because when I'm saying compare with everybody means what? My content is only the number one in all the places. I have to make it like that. That is my dream. I will go for it. So start. Open the notes, all of you. So students, now you'll go for that. Please inform to everybody. This is starting on Friday. This is on Friday, I think so. Actually, we want to start tomorrow only, but just one day before intimation is not that correct. That's why they started on Friday. Okay. So start here now. Hmm. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept employee details, employee details, employee details, employee details from keyboard, from keyboard, employee details from keyboard, employee details from keyboard, such as employee number, comma, employee name, comma, salary and designation, comma, salary and designation, and save them as a record, and save them as a record, and save them as a record. in the file of secondary memory. Save them as a record in the file of secondary memory. Yes. Jamshed Khan, my dear student, thank you for your for your appreciations. So we should be like that only students. So the student has to do well so that it will be good to the teacher. So anyhow, so I will go for that. So that details we need to read. What is that now? Reading to employee details, and we need to save them as a record. So if I go to an organization, when employee is joining, that employee details I want to save it into the organization file. How to do it? Now I'm going to enter into the subject. So let us go to the place. Now I'm going to, because for example, pickling is there. I want to tell one project also here. If I tell one example and if I leave it, will be a problem for you. I have to tell one project also for you so that you will get best of knowledge, correct or not? So that's why think always with a more and more practical knowledge. More and more practical knowledge you think about it, students. That is my advice for you. So here, let us start about, here I'm writing emppick.py. Emppick pick example1.py. Emppick example1.py. So here program is what? Program for reading the employee details from keyboard and save them in save them in save them in where file. Save them in file. So now I'm going to take up what I will do. What I will do now. Already my sir said that implementation of what? Pickling. Implementation of what? Pickling. Here. Implementation of pickling. Steps for implementing pickling. Import what module? Pickle is one of the predefined model. Why I'm using pickle module? Because I will get some object data. Which data? Employee number, employee name, salary, etc. The details I will put it into where? One object. That object data I want to save it. So what I will do? Import pickle. Import pickle. So pickle spelling. So import pickle. Okay, done. What I will do? I will take one small, of course, if you don't want, I can do. What I will do, better is what I will write everything in the form of function. Why function? Functions will provide what? Code reusability. Code reusability. DEF. Save employee record. Save employee record. Inside of that, I will write the code. When I write the code, what is the next step? Student, step and kada. What is our basic goal? See the diagram once. First, try to have the idea, students. This is my objective. This I want to save it as a record. To save it as a record, what should I do? I must choose one file and I must open it to write mode or not. So how do you open the file in write mode here? Go to the place with the open employee.pick employee.pick any of the extension you want, you can give it employee.pick emp.pick comma what AB. Why AB? Why AB? Because append, no, not like that. Why AB? Because I'm adding first record, second record, third record, fourth record. I'm going on appending the data. That's why A. And pickle deals with what? Binary. That's why AB. AB. I can write what also here? A plus B also I can write it. What is A plus B? Not addition there. What is A plus B? When I open A plus, I can append the data. After appending and writing the data first time, you can read the data also. The file is opened in which format? Binary format. That is A plus B. If you go to an interview, if I ask what is A plus B, you will tell A plus B are two. If they are numerical value, they are added. If they are string values, they are concatenated. If I use A plus B in files, you have to add your own sentence. If I use A plus B, I'm opening the particular file in A plus mode with a binary format. If you tell like that, interview will will feel that you are a practical knowledge. Are you following me? Right. So it is up to your chance, students. So I will say A, B, F, P. Okay. Right. Now I will do what? My file is ready. And the next is called what? I need to read the data or not? So read the data, read the employee data from where? Keyboard. Keyboard. Now I will read. EMPNO is equal to EMPNO is equal to int of input of enter employee number, enter employee number, enter employee number. So I will write it here. One more thing. I will write it. E name is equal to input of enter what? Employee name. Enter employee name. I'm taking it as enter employee name. Return. Next is called what? Cell. Float of font, input of font, enter employee salary. Enter employee salary. I got employee salary. Designation is equal to input of enter employee salary. Employee salary. Now, okay, ma, designation. Correct. Designation. I will take it as designation. Designation. Done. Designation. I got it. So here I'm going to write it some small lines of code like that. I will take up next this data which I read from the keyboard. What should I do now? This entire data I will go for putting into one iterable object. So add employee values to iterable object. Iterable object. What I will do? LST is equal to like this. LST dot append of EMPNO. Next is called what? LST dot append of what, you know, student? E name. Next, LST dot what next? Append of what? Cell. Come on now. LST dot append of what? DSG. DSG. Are you following me? Right. This is comes under appending the data because I made it as a single object. Now, next what you will do? Save iterable object data. Iterable object data to the file. To the file. How do you do that? How do you do that? Save the object. What is my object? LST. What is my file opened or not? Which function I need to use it? Go. Open it into write mode. Create an iterable object. Use what? Dumper. Go to the dumper. So I'll write it to dumper. So here I'm saying now. Come on, students. Pickle dot dump of what? LST. Pickle dot dump of LST. There I'm going to write it. Simply print of what? What is this now? LST comma what? FP. FP. What is that FP? File pointer. See the syntax? Dump of which object you want to save to which file the pointed by file pointer. Both of them you need to write it. There I will write it. There I will write it. I can say there employee record saved in a file. Saved in a file. So verify. Of course, I will say like this. Are you following me? This is comes under how to save your data. How to save your data. So done. This is the concept we did. Suppose you want to, after a few minutes, I will revise this code once again to you. This is comes under that. And when I run my code, it is not going to run. It is not going to run. Do you know why it is not running? Because there is no function call. Good. There is no function call. So I need to write one main program or not? Main program. How do I write main program? Save EMP record. It is called what here? Function call. Function call it is called. Function call. Now we are calling it with the open employee.pick AB. It is written employee record saved in a file. Done. So let us run this code. Let us run this code now. So I'm going to run it. Can I run this now? What is my file name here? Employee.pick. Online students, is it clear? All the students in the online, is it clear, ma? Please respond. Quickly, you need to respond. Is it clear for all of you? Right. Now I will go to the further. Now I'm running it. What is my file name here? Employee.pickup. Employee.pickup. So here EF. In this place, your file will be created. In this place, your file will be created now. Be careful. Take care. Now, again here I'm going to say, I'm going to enter here. All the students need to listen very carefully. Again and again, this is not going to be a small topic to explain. You need to carefully listen so that you can follow. Again and again, explanation is not possible, impossible. I already made it very clear earlier only. Need to listen carefully. Enter employee number 100. Enter employee name is called what? RS. Enter employee salary is called 5.6. Enter employee designation is called author. Author is an author. So it is called what? Employee record saved in a file. So you see, my dear students, here, is it the file created or not? This file is created. Inside of that, what is the record placed? This data is placed. Are you following? If I want to add one more record, what should I do? Run once again. Run once again. I need to run this code once again. Run this code once again. 200 I am saying. Next is called TR I am saying. 3.4 I am saying. Designation is called what you know. Is a scientist for example. Is a scientist for example. Employee record is saved in a file. Two records saved. Again it is going to be. Again I need to run to add. Instead of that, you know already one best logic. Do you want to insert the record? If you say yes, I will repeat again. If you don't you say no, thanks for using this program. For that, what I will write? Come on, I will write it. Come on here. While true, while true. Where I will write this while true? Not in the beginning of the file to create. While true, I will take it. Here I am writing ma. Here I will take care of that. After finishing that, take one selection and press tab and you will say there ch is equal to input of do you want to insert another record, another record. I am writing there s oblique no. There you are saying that if ch is equal to no, if you say no, either in small caps, small or capital or whatever it is you enter, I'll convert into lower part of it. Print of, I'll say thanks for using this program. Using this program. There I will say, what is this? Break, I need to go for it. Understand? So I'll go to this place now. Let us run this code. I will go for it. Let us say 300. Dennis Ritchie and say something like 3.4 is called what you know researcher. Researcher is called researcher. So it is saved into the file. Do you want to insert? Do you want to insert? Yes. I'll say 400. 400. Now I will say something like John Hunter. John Hunter. And you say salary is called 2.3. He is a software engineer. He is an engineer. So I'm writing here is an engineer. So he has written it. Do you want to insert again? Yes. I'll say 500. I'll say 500. It's called KV. And next is called zero point 0.0 and is a trainer. So trainer. So I just written like this. Do you want to insert another record? Say no. So I'm going to come out of that. Are you following me? This total data available in which one? emp.pick. emp.pick. See students, when you open hyd.info, the data was present or not? Because it is which file? Text file. It is a text file. Text file data you can read well, but the binary file data you cannot read. Just you don't do that. Just I'm showing. Click on that. Click on that. Some information is available. You don't know what is that information is. You don't know what is this information is. You can't understand what is this information is. Able to follow me? So this information is present in the form of what? Binary. Understand? Well, Let us come out of that. Don't do anything, don't do any modifications over there. Now I want to read the records or not. How many records I was entered? 5 records I was entered. 5 records I want to enter. I want to read the records or not. For reading the records is concerned, which concept I'll apply? Unpickling I will apply. Unpickling. Unpickling is nothing but reading the data. Online students, I hope you are following me. To read the data, once again, I need to go for using what? Unpickling. Write down program you write. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will read, which will read, which will read the records, which will read the records, which will read the records, which will read the records from employee.pick file, which will read the records from employee.pick file. Employee.pick. Already it is a file name or not? Employee.pick file. By using unpickling process, by using unpickling process, by using unpickling process, by using unpickling process, by using unpickling process. So coming to the point of it, this is called pickling. EMP pick example 1.py written. Now I want to read the records. So which concept I have to apply? Unpickling. Same mechanism. Steps for implementing unpickling concept. These steps are available here. We need to go for it. So let us start here unpickling process. Go to the next one. I'm going to say here EMP unpick unpick example 1.py. Unpick example 1.py. There I'm writing. So I'm writing there program for reading the records. Program for reading the records from the file, from the file, from the file, where it contains, where it contains, where it contains employee records, where it contains employee records. In the bracket, what is the file name? Employee dot what? Pick is a file name. So here I'm going to write it. Here I'm going to write it. Who is this? Suresh is asking. Exception not handled in the program. Which exception, my dear student, here? In this program, if you go to it, you can write one exception also. What is that? That you have to understand easily. If I enter employee number wrong, value error. If I enter salary error, what error? Value error. Name of the employee. Already I said validation for what? Employee. Name validation exception I said no? That you can write it. Already I explained. That concept already explained. So if you are interested, I can go for what? I can go for what? Writing my own exceptions here. How do you write your own exception here? Within the try, I can write what? Try I can write it. Here I can write a try. So here I can write it. That is always available as a part of our session. We used to do it also in the classroom. And I used to say here, what is this now? Except what is that? Value error. Value error. Say what I will do. Don't enter. Don't enter ALNUMs, symbols, and what? STR for EMPNO and what? Salary. Salary. So this you need to write it. This is the part I already taught to you. Within the open, with this kind of thing. So if I open it, you'll say this now. Enter the employee number. So Su1234. Su1234. It is called error. Are you following me? So 600 I am going to say 600. So I'm saying something like, something like straw stop and say something like 1.2 and is called what? Student. So here it is going to be called what? Employee data saved into that. Anything entered wrong and got the exception. And say here no and say no here. Thanks for using this program. So I think Suresh, you got it. How the exception to be handled it. Is the exception handling or done or not? Is that concept already done or not? Yes. Let us move to the further about the unpickling process. Come on fast. What is that now? Import. What is this? Pickle. Pickle. Okay, students. Tell me now. DEF. Read EMP records. EMP records. Okay. Tell me what should I do? Simple. Go to that. Choose the file name and open into which mode? Read mode. Come on. With open. With open. What is my file name? Employee dot employee dot pick comma. What is that? Compulsory outright RB. As what? FP. FP. And I say pass here. If that file name is not there, if that file name is not there, I will write what here? Try. And I'll write except. What is this now? File not found error. And I need to say file does not exist. File does not exist. File does not exist. Okay. So here I'm going to write employee.pick RB written. So next, what should I do? FP is pointing to whom? Employee.pick. Already employee.pick contains how many records? Come on. With what? Which one I can use it? Employee dot. See this now? Pointed by pickle dot what? Load of what? File pointer. Load of file pointer. We will go to that place. FP is here. How to do that now? Pickle dot load of FP. Pickle dot load of FP, which will return left side record. Record. That means where is FP is pointing? This is my file, which contains how many records? First record, second record, third record, fourth record, fifth record, and then sixth record. These many records are there. Now FP is pointing to where? FP. FP. Like that, I will go to the second record, third record, like that, I will go for it. Are you following me? Yes. Now that record is going to be which type I will print student? Record. Record. Type of record I will say. One important interesting point I will tell you. Once you read the record, wherever FP is pointing, that record will come. That is which type? That is the important. Which type of record I was pickled it beginning? LST. When the record coming to main memory, it is in the form of LST only, list only. So try to run this now, students. Here I will go to the main program. Here I will go to the main program. What is my main program here? Read employee records. Try to run it. It is going to print the list type only printed. What it was pickled? List data. When I'm unpickling, which data will come? Come on. So you print a record here, you say. That data you are printing. First, what data entered? ROSUM data will come. Look at that. ROSUM data will be coming. Is the first ROSUM data coming or not? Which type it is? List. List. Are you following me? So which record it read? Only first record. Only first record it read. Next, I'll go for what? Second record. To read the second record, what I am doing? I am reading what? Second record. Pickle dot load of FP. Second record also will be. Again I am pickling. Again I am applying load. Second record also I am getting. Again I will write it. Be careful because I want to tell you the logic over there. Third record is coming. Be careful. Finally, I don't write that many times. I'm deriving one point from that. Third record is coming. Like that, I will write one more thing. Fourth record is going to come. Fourth record is coming. Next, I will go for one more record. I will write it. Fifth record will come. Fifth record will come. Next, I will enter what? Sixth record, I will go for it. Sixth record also will come. Are you following me? Next, there are no more records are present. If I write it, one more kind of thing, you will get an error called EOF error. Spell out. See the answer now. EOF error, we got it. Here we got it. EOF error ran out of input. EOF error came into this picture. So how to take care of it? First of all, I'm having 6 records are there. 6 into 2 lines, 12 lines I wrote it. We don't want to write it. What I will do, while true, now I'm writing there this kind of thing. Because of this, while true, entered inside of that, while true, get this record, load into the left side variable, put it into that, go to the while true, again true, load it, get the record, print it. It will be repeated for what? Finite number of times or infinite number of times. 6 records are printed, no condition to stop. It is a continuously going on. After 6 records are over, 7th record you will get what? Error. Error is coming. What is that error here? So all 6 records are coming. Which error? So I need to definitely need to handle or not. So where I need to write it. In the while loop I am writing. Why I am writing? You are writing inside the while loop, sir. Because wherever there is an exception is there. That particular statement I need to write what? Exception I need, right? So load function is going to give you which error? Because when I don't have any record further, load function will give you an exception. That's why the load statement related, I put it into this place. And whenever there any exception is coming, I'll say what? When UOF error comes, I will break it. Break means it is coming out of the loop also. Beautiful example. So run this code. Now here I'm going to say, am I getting all the records or not? If you want to print them systematically, still you want to print, here I will write it, print of employee details, employee details, employee details, employee details. There I'm going to write it, there I'm going to write it, employee details, there I'm going to take up, here I'm going to take up. Under break statement, try to run this. So you got this data. This record data, I want to print it. Can I print this record data now? Come on. For value in record. For value in record. Which data will come now? This data. This data will be coming. This data will be coming. Employee number, employee name, salary, designation. This data. First, which one will be coming here? Employee number. Print the employee number 100 followed by what? Some space I need to give. Some space. Later I will print what? Name. Some space. Like that I want to print it. So I will print as what here? I say this value and I will write it. Dot format of what? Dot format of value, comma, end is equal to what? Some backslash t. Some backslash t. Are you following me? Whenever I write it, what is happening? First record is coming, this one, coming to this place, value. It is printed 100, some RS, 5.6, author. Still my cursor is waiting here only. Second record also printing in the end of first record only in the same line. So once the first record is over, bring the cursor to the new line. So I will write what? Print of. After where one for loop is over for that record. This for loop is basically written for what? To display the record values. Once one record is completed, bring the cursor to the new line by writing simply what? Print of. This is to display what? To display what values? Record values. Record values. This is to fetch what? Next record like that. So if I don't write this statement now, you see the answer now. It will print in same line only. It will print in same line only. All the things are coming in same line. So I need to bring to the new line. Where is it? Print off. Print off. If I write a print off backslash n, it will take some big space between first record and second record. From one record to another record, some spacing is coming. Some spacing is coming. I don't want that spacing. That's why don't write anything inside. Just write print off. Point to point, I'm saying. Try to run this now. See this now. So I'm getting all the records coming or not. Still you want to give more spacing. Still you want to give more spacing. You can, you can have it. The details are coming like this. Are you able to follow? So here the details are coming like that. Try to run this now. This is the data. You want to add one more thing? You go to the back to the pick program. You add it. One more thing. I am going to write it. What is this now? Enter employee number 700. 700. Employee name is called what? SS. And say salary is called 6.7. And say something like he is a HR. He is a HR. It is going to be saved. No, I said, right? Come out of that unpickle program. You try to run it. It is an unpickle program. You try to run it. That person name 700 SS is coming. Are you following me? This is called the data. How you can retrieve it. Easy or difficult? It is one of the most frequently asked written test question in the companies. So I think students in the online, you might be understandable. So here the doubt is there Suresh? Mr. Suresh is asking one more doubt. So my dear student, so here I'm going to get it. This is the doubt. Try to see. Is there any specific exception for pickling and unpickling or handling any specific format of exception? What I said here, are you listening the class or not? What is the load function is giving here? AOF error. Is it not a specific exception in that? Overall files are what? So don't waste your time. You listen this load of FP. What is the error here? EOF error. Is it an exception I'm introducing at which level? Specific exception at which level? Pickling concept. So that is done. Next, Marshall. Marshall, what is this? Manas. Ranjan Patra. Mansan Ranjan Patra. One more student. So here, any flag available in pickle module for detect EOF instead of EOF error. This is an exception is most important. Flags will be changing. Flags are nothing but what is a old story or called what true or false kind of things. Old 1947 story or what flags means what true or false. That is the old terminology. Modern terminology is what exceptions are modern things. Right? Done. So come out of that. This is already gone it. Now I think Ranjan Patra, I think he understood. So now I will move to the further. Are you following me? Right. So I will move to the further example now. So let me move to the further. Now you take one example. Write down. Students, what I do is look at on the screen. You look at. I want to develop one small project at this time. Write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python. Write a Python program to implement the following operations. 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 Look at on the screen. So I want to take up something like this. So here I'm going to take up C students. Now I'm going to take up employee information system. Employee information system. Menu driven application I'm going to take up. What is this now? Add a new employee. Add a new employee. Second one is called what? Add a new employee. Very, very important project like add a new employee. View all employees. View all employees. View all employees. Next, we are going to do what? View, view an employee. View an employee. View an employee. View an employee. Fourth one is called what do you know? View an employee. Search for an employee. Search for an employee. Search for an employee. And fifth one is called what? Exit. Search for an employee. I can add one more also. Update an employee, delete an employee also I can do. After doing this operation, after doing this project, you can go for what? Adding that also. Called what? Update an employee and delete an employee. Because why I'm not adding? Because even if we go for update and then delete, it's your, we don't prefer to go for that update and delete in the files. Why? If you want to update an employee, you have to locate the record or not. To locate the record, you must know what? I have 7 employees are there. 600 employee I want to update. What do you need to locate? Indexing I have to use it. So is it that much easy to locate the index? No. How to do that? I'll tell you as a part of that. First you complete that, then we will go for further. First of all, are you understanding that? So this menu I need to develop it. What is this this is called what? Even you can keep it as a small mini case project in your resume also. So in this case, what I am going to write it? File system. File system I'm going to take up. What is the file system? I want to design this menu. I want to design this menu. What I will do? emp menu.py. emp menu.py. Where I will take it as what? Menu is a function name. Next, what I will do? This is called the first file. For the second file, what is the second file? emp menu.py. Next, what I will do? emp emp add dot what? Py. There is a function called what? Save emp record. Save emp record. Next is called what? Third one. Come on. View employee. Employee view. Employee view. It's called a dot py. It's a module. View all employees. View all emps. And what is next? View. I say view emp. View emp. It is an important. View emp. Two functions I will write it. Single employee view and multiple employee views. This concept you can do with database also. Already I said, no, you can achieve the persistency in two ways. One is by using files, one more by using database. After these files, we will go for what? Database. There you will do left hand, left finger this project. But you need to do with pickling and unpickling concept with what? This kind of project also. That's why I'm giving this kind of thing. Next, the fourth one, I will go for what? EMP search. EMP search dot what? Py. So there I'm going to take it what? Search OP. Search EMP. This is called a function. Now I will write a fifth one is called what? EMP project main. EMP project main dot py. Where I will write the running code. Are you able to follow this? This is called my total project. This is called my total project. Very, very important. Using what this one, this must be done using files. Same thing you can implement by using what? Database also. Are you able to follow? So if you do this, this is by using what concept? Pickling and unpickling. So let us watch how to implement it. Because the time is not sufficient. Still, I will initiate it. Tomorrow also I will continue this example. Tomorrow, today, just I will initiate it. Some of them I will write it and will move to the further. So, coming to the point of it, emp menu.py, menu here, emp.add.py, emp save record, file name. These are all called what? Modules. These are all called. These are all called modules. These are all called modules. And we need to go for it. Are you following me? Right. Let us start about the first one. I'm going to take it. Let us go to this place. Here I'm going to take up. Let us cancel this and move to the further. Here I'm going to take it. Employee menu.py. So here I'm going to take up. What is this now? DEF. What is the function name? Menu. There I'm going to write it. There I'm going to write it. Print off. So I'm saying there, print off. There I'm writing into what? 50. So here, see, without telling this example, I can say, okay, pickling and unpickling over, I can say. But when you do this, lot of confidence will build. With this, I can say two things over now. Employee pickling is over, unpickling over, I can say. I say, similar to that, write the student data also, I can say. You'll feel very happy for it. And if you do this kind of example, it's an ultimate kind of thing. So integrating these many number of files into a single one, it will become a simple project like. So here I'm going to write it print of. What is this now? Here I'm going to write it employee information system. Employee information system. Go to this place. Here written. Now I will carry this kind of thing. So there I will write it. What is this now? Print of what? Backslash T. What is this now? Number one operation is, what is the first operation? Add a new employee. Add a new employee. Next is called what? I will write it. So like this, I will go for it. Second one, third one I will take, and then fourth one I will take. Any fifth one also there, I will take it. Fifth one also I will take it. Take the corresponding values there. That is called view all employees. View all employees. Next is called what, view employee. View one employee at a time. View one employee. Next, fourth is called what? Search for an employee. Search for EMP details. Employee details. Search for EMP details and say what here? Exit. Exit. This is my menu. And test your menu once here. Test your menu once here. And try to run this. So you got the data. This is the menu which is available in front of you. This I will go to what, students. I'll go to this place and I'll go for what? Main project I will take up. And before that, I will write this kind of thing. Let me go for employee project. So this point I will take it. Take another one. Go to this place. Here I'm writing dot this thing. So I'm going to call it as what? Main here. Menu. From menu, if you want to get it, what I should say? EMP. EMP menu. Import menu. Menu. So it is available here. It is available here. It is an output like this. But I need what here? So here I need to remove this. Two times it should not come. Only one time it should come. So I hope you are getting it. This point, I will keep it into CH is equal to what? Input of, what should I say? Enter your choice. Enter your choice. There I'm going to write it. What I will do? Match of CH. Okay. Match of CH. What is this now? Case 1 I say pass. Case 2 I will say pass. I say pass. Case 3 I will say pass. Case 4 I will say pass. And I say case 5 I say pass here. And I'll write it here pass. Now I'm writing case underscore. Case underscore. Print of what? Your selection of operation is wrong. Selection of operation is wrong. Selection of operation is wrong. Try again. Try again. I'm saying that. Try again. So if you try to say try again means what? It has to go back to the menu or not? I'm saying 123. 123 try again means I have to go back to the menu once again. So you need to know while true, while true. These are all called best ideas. You can go for it. So here I'm going to take up, this is written. If I say something entered wrong, 345, you got it. Your selection of operation is wrong. Try again. Once again, it is coming. If I enter 123 ABC, if I enter, what is happening? Value error is coming or not? In this case, value error will come. Of course, that value error, keep it aside. I need to compare with what type? Int type. So that time you will get value error student. If I enter ABC123, you will get value error. That also I need to take care. How do I write it? In this place, I will write a try. In this place, I will write try. So here you need to write it. So instead of that, you can say in this case. In this case, I'll write a try. In this case, try. Here I'm writing. Here I'm writing. So doing like this. Error. Except value error. There I need to write it. What is this now? Here I'm writing. Hmm. Come on. So don't enter STRs, comma, symbols, and what? Come on. Real NUMs for choice. For choice. Try again. Try again. So value error also coming. So it is going to be entering something like AB123. So got it. Don't enter these values. Don't enter STR symbols and etc. So you got an answer. I'll say something like, -2 I will enter. So same selection of operation is wrong. Try again, kind of thing. If I say 5, I will write simply equal to what? So I'll say thanks for using this project. I will say something like, for a class when I come back, because anyhow I cannot complete that entire coding. It will take 1 hour to write the complete code for this. I'll save it as it is and I'll come back tomorrow and I will fill up this kind of case study. Are you following me? So don't miss tomorrow. Important session. Evening 6 o'clock, morning 7 o'clock. You need to attend. Don't miss the class. Right? Thank you. So we'll stop the class tomorrow. Don't miss it. Thank you. Carry on. Online students, you can hold on if any doubts are there. Online students, any doubts are there? Can raise your hands so that I can clarify your doubts. Any more doubts? So still how many classes may go approximately? I can say 1 more month. 1 more month it will continue. 1 more month it will continue. Shiva, I have one question with a tool. What is that? I have a question with one tool. So put your doubt properly, my dear student, so that I can answer it. It's this Shiva. Shiva. Shiva.
Sir, Python is giving only 1 month trial like that. It will extend automatically, or we need to be reinstalled?
For what? Python or Reddit Plus?
PyCharm.
PyCharm, I hope that you might be installed professional edition, correct?
I need to check, sir. I did not check that.
Actually, we have to install community edition. Community
edition. Okay.
Community edition. If you install, so it will be permanently available. There is no such type of free trial version, something like that.
Okay. It's part of the Anaconda, or?
No. I'll show you.
Okay.
So PyCharm. So this you will get Jupyter. So there you will be having like this. Go to the place. This is a professional edition. Don't go for it. It's only 30 days available.
Correct. Yeah.
30 days. So you go to the below one, there is a community edition is there. PyCharm community edition. This part you take it.
Okay, got it. But in the Anaconda also there is an option. That time also we need to install the community edition in that case.
Jupyter Notebook.
Okay.
There also
Okay.
Jupyter Notebook, that is.
Okay. Thanks, Ravi. I'm good.
Okay. Okay, students, take care and don't miss next class. Very, very important. All the best.